Hello. Excuse me. Hello, everybody. Uh, that was most definitely an awkward start. How are you going? Welcome to my video for the night. And yeah, so we're going to play with some alcohol ink. And we're going to create a background. So we're going to create a background using these specific colors because I want to create something that I can then embellish afterwards with either just acrylic paint or some Posca markers. So that would be pretty cool. So just wanted to get all this housekeeping done first. So what we have, hi Beth, how are you going? This is what I use. It's the Yupo paper, 200 GSM, acid free, and this is an A3 size. There we go. So pop that out the way, get this turned down fully. And yeah, so I use the Jacquard Pinata alcohol inks. Like that. Hello, baby cakes. Drifting off to sleep for the night. Well, you know I always wish you sweet dreams. If you do, nod off in the meantime. So yeah, that's about it. These are my isopropyl alcohol containers. Straight alcohol in these two. This one is a DIY blending solution with filling this bottle up to here. This and 6 drops of pure vegetable glycerin added to it. Give it a shake, and then that's like a blending solution. And also this bottle. So you may see any of these pop up throughout the video. This is just a spritz bottle with the plain isopropyl alcohol in it. Yeah, so afterwards, after this is all done, before I do any embellishments, I will spray it with this one. So the Krylon UV Archival Matte. Be sure if you're to try this to use the matte, as this doesn't reactivate the alcohol ink when you use it. Okay. So I've thought about some colours that I have been using and decided that I'm going with the greens tonight. So going to get my gloves on at the same time. So this one is the lime green, rainforest green, and the teal, for just that bit of difference in shades. And then to help create further difference, I thought adding the Sunbright Yellow to them will, you know, give those light yellowy green shades. Plus, this is the only alcohol ink metallic I have, so rich gold. And for specific other areas, I've chosen burrow brown and pink. So put those off to the side, and we'll start with these beautiful shades here. So I am going to do this sideways. Ideally, it will be a portrait painting piece of art. And yeah, so let's get straight into it. We're coming to the close of the weekend now, so hope you've been having or are still having a lovely weekend. So I'll start kind of like that. So this one is now the teal. And the rainforest green. You might come out just a little bit more. And some of those little spots in between. So I think maybe some of the sunbright yellow in some of those gaps and over the top of others, you know, you never know what you'll get. So throughout this video, may you be inspired, learn something new, or simply relax watching. There we go. Well, I reckon that's pretty cool. So I think I will turn it though. I wasn't going to, but I think I will. So let's just make sure you're in the view. Oh yeah, awesome. All right. So because now from this direction, I can see that it came out further here than it did here. So I'm going to aim at bringing it out as even as possible. So I'll let that kind of dry off a little bit. Okay. Let's bring I think that might be enough to help it out. So really I just want to work at blending these colours. So I do like the idea of using my fingers to just play with the paints a little bit. So I have, which will I go for? I'll use the blending solution. Let's create some little dots and splashes. And kind of just using different fingers that have been dipped in there. My bottle's getting dirty because I keep grabbing it with my coloured fingers. All right. Emma, how you going? Thanks so much for coming in. Hope you enjoyed the video. So I'll just use a bit of plain, maybe because I want to try and keep it as clean as possible. Back here. Okay. I'm going to use the spray. I love the effect it creates. It goes all little speckly. So just give it a minute to do its thing. while I join up some potential other areas like this one and this one. Just using my finger again. Just trying to break up some of these solid areas where the alcohol has created like a, kind of like a little puddle, a thickened area. So I'll give it another spray. Doesn't that look trippy? Okay, and then see how it softens? It softens as it settles and the alcohol starts evaporating. Okay. Need to saturate it. Pick you back up. So I've got room for the heat gun. Low, yep. I'm just going to use this as an ordinary, or not ordinary, but average heat gun. It's got 2 heat settings and 2 airflow settings. So I'm going to use it on low heat and low air. So it almost looks a little mosaic-ish. The question is, do I want one more squirt? Well, let's add the brown first. The brown is going to surround the green, which I actually think I'm going to fully saturate this now. Lighten up that green area some. Back to this direction. So we're going to put on lots of alcohol now and let it run. So we're going to use this bigger one because it's got the biggest nozzle. Makes it easier for flowing. All the way around and then down below to help encourage it to flow downward. See that bit there? Okay, and oh, there's one more spot in the middle that's, there we go. Okay, slowly start lifting. Wish you could just freeze it and go, stop there, no more moving, that's it. Okay, so I need to catch that drip. Just trying to keep holding it up and getting this ends off. So when I wipe the bottom here, I'm trying to do it in a jagged fashion so that almost there. There we go. So there is an area over here that it didn't drip straight down, it dripped inward. So I'm just going to try and create a bit of a drip that goes straight down. So if I create a path for it, that should help. All right, so it still came in this way. Okay, I think that's about as much spread out as I'm going to get. So I'll just blot the ends. Hi Sue, how you going? Twisted Art Lady, hi. Thank you so much for coming in. So, for those of you that have just come in, this is going to be a background for some further embellishments coming up, and it'll either be with acrylic paint or some acrylic paint or Posca pens. So I thought I might have had it a little bit too dark, but now I'm thinking we might have it okay. Try and get quite a big streak there. So just creating these sweeping lines now. What am I doing it on? Sue, this is Yupo paper. It's acid-free and 200 GSM, and this is an A3 size. And I still, I yet to get hold of some other alcohol inks, so I'm still using, which I think they're pretty amazing as they are, the Jacquard Pinata alcohol ink. Right. Just thought I'd take an opportunity for a little cleanup. Thank you. You're welcome. So the brown, the Borrow Brown. So now we can bring it back this way, because those lines and streaks that we created, that's why I turned it back to landscape for you. So we'll come back down to this circular feature and I'll be able to bring you back in again. There we go. So this is the Borrow Brown, and I want this to be the edge. And how does that look? Trying to make it match as evenly as possible if I can. So this is one where I feel I might use a paintbrush. So this is one I've used before. So I'll just create a little bit of the Borrow Brown in here. And the brush soaked it up straight away. So I might just use a little, couple of drops of the blending solution, or even a few more. How about a drizzle? Okay, so at least now that does leave some excess in the little container. Okay. I'm going to try and follow that brown and create a little bit of texture to it as well, while it's, so every time you go over it, it's starting to reactivate a little bit of what's under it. And it's also kind of leaving lines, so a little bit wood-ish perhaps. Come up. I'll just go around that again. Although this time I might just jab it a little. I don't know if that makes sense. Jab it. Just, can you see that? So just rotating it around in my hand, giving it different directions. Give it some texture. As it's evaporating, go back over the same area. Create a couple of straight lines, different areas. It's pretty cool. We've got some straight areas, some of that textured area. And just keep in different spots throughout. Alrighty. Okay. Now it's a little bit curious during the week because after the June 30 tiles have ended, it's felt really awkward to me to not be doing a tile every day or something every day. But I did ask a question on my community tab. If you haven't seen it, could you please go check it out? I'd love some feedback on, it's about live videos with a lot of information, live videos with not a lot of information, the short videos with music, short videos with voiceover. Just kind of trying to get a feel for what you guys are wanting, what you find get the most out of, or anything like that. It's a preference question. Where can we get the UPO paper in Australia? See, I totally added the UPO there. It wasn't even in the question. I got mine from a local art store. So you could probably get it at, what am I thinking? My store is Art Time Supplies. We've got the bigger ones like Art Shed, Eckersley's. I'm unsure of others because I pretty much, maybe Riot, I'm not sure because I've only ever been to a Riot store once. And that was actually before I was arting, so yeah. See if that helps too. Check out those stores. Alright, so that's what we're looking at now. So we'll just come in and add some pink, some gold, okay, thanks so much. Again, very welcome. So to start off, I'm going to put some gold into this brown that I have in the container. And add some isopropyl alcohol. And that's in there now. But I want to start off with some hot spots in pink. So I want to have a bit there, bit there, bit there, maybe a bit there, bit there. I'm going to use some heat on these ones. Does anybody have an inkling of what the final piece is going to look like or will be inspired by? Okay, I'm just adding some of this gold and the burro brown around some of those pink areas. Yes, Sue, absolutely. Might even go wider and do another one. I see it. So come down like that. Down. Oh, I like what the gold and the burro brown do together. That's really pretty. The pink looks so pretty. Thanks, Emma. This is like such a contrast with the green, but at the same time, they both, pink and green, will both work together for the heart. So the last couple of lines around here now. And I thought I might get away without another drop, but perhaps not. There we go. So I might put a bit in there. Come around there. There we have it. Makes beautiful feathers. Thank you. I agree, it does. So just because you're in landscape mode, let's have a look at it this way. So I may just lighten out some of these darker areas. There's some speckly areas in here, which I'm fine with. The feathers, the gold, the burro brown, all fantastic. Love that. So this is what I would do for, really don't, to lighten up these darker areas, is have some paper towel ready. So I'll find a relatively, it's dry, relatively clean spot, and just put some alcohol in the spot in the area and just dab it. See how it's picked up that? It's lightened up just that area. 1, 2. Go to a different spot. And lighten that up as well. So I'll just go through and quickly lighten up some of these darker areas. Because when I want to go over it, I don't want areas too dark that what I am actually going to embellish over the top isn't going to stand out. So find another new spot and come in and lift some of that alcohol ink back up. Okay, so just thinking this one here, and then we might just leave it there. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please consider doing so, and click the bell for notifications to be informed when I put up new content. Also, leave the video with a thumbs up, that would be amazing, and leave a comment below and share it with others who might also appreciate it. Fantastic way that you can help support. And yeah, you know, if you could also pop over to that community tab on my YouTube page and have a look there at the options and let me know what your preference is. I know it's you know, you can't please everybody, but at least if I know where I'm starting from, I've got an idea. So that would be very helpful if you wouldn't mind doing that also. All right, so I think they're just about light enough to leave there. And as I add some more drops, this is one of those moments where it's like, put the paper towel down. So that being said, I'm going to officially put the paper towel down. Done. It's always nice to watch your streams. Oh, thank you, Amma. I really appreciate that. Sue, you have a huge one above your bed. That's lovely. I love dream catchers. So that's why I thought, well, you know what, I'll give it a go. And so far, I'm loving it. So there's the overall shot for right now. So I'll come in, give you a close-up, and I can't wait to add on the extra embellishments to really bring it all together. So we've got our patchy greens with our brown, natural brown edging coming down to our feathers. Very abstract feathers right now. But yeah, there we have it. So that is the start. What I will do with the rest of it is I will spray it first with this, as I mentioned earlier, the Krylon UV Archival matte spray. And that will seal in the alcohol ink, and then I'll be able to embellish on top of it without reactivating the alcohol. Pretty amazing. Thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. Yeah, so then we'll come back in and I'll record it. I'll record the process, and then I'll have a look at how long it took and do a couple of speed up videos of the embellishments. So, and then I'll be able to show it to you in another live stream, all completed. So there we have it. All right, so thank you guys for being here. You're amazing. I really appreciate you. And yeah, so have a great day or night. Sweet dreams off to baby cakes there. And yeah, so think about those things for me, please. And yeah, we'll see you again in another video. So if you have to go anywhere, please take care. And from myself in particular, be kind, be creative, and be fabulous. Bye.